All right, so the next picture of data that we're going to take a look at is called a dot plot. So this is like a bar graph. It's going to depict frequency and not relative or cumulative frequency. Okay, so it's going to depict our frequencies. Each data value is plotted as a dot or some other marking. Sometimes we use X's instead, along a scale of values. Markings are plotted in columns. Okay, so it's all vertical. All right. So we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at our QWERTY keyboard ratings from that problem that we've been talking about. So I'm going to label down here that we're doing QWERTY word ratings. And there were 52 words that we had the ratings for. And they ranged anywhere from 0 to 14. So along the number line, I'm going to label this as 0 through 14. The important thing when you're creating your number line is that you don't skip any numbers. Everything has a place, even if the data value doesn't exist, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to mark a dot for every data value. Now I've gone through and I've counted this out for us. So when we take a look at this, there was 1 0, so I put a singular dot above the 0. Okay. There were 4 1s in the data set, so I make 4 dots going straight up. And I want to try to keep everything evenly spaced, okay? The 2s, there were the most of those. There were 15 2s in this data set, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And again, if you don't like making the dots, you can make little X's as long as they are uniform in size, all right? There were 4 3s in the data set, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see that that height matches the height above the 1s because there were 4 1s and there were 4 3s. There were 3 4s in the data set, so I go 1, 2, 3 dots there. There were 7 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there were 6 6s. And 6 7s. Okay, so those should be the same height. We're almost done at this point. There were 3 8s. There were no 9s. There were 2 10s and 1 lonely 14. Okay, so that's what the dot plot looks like for the 52 QWERTY keyboard word ratings that we had for that problem that we talked about last time we were in person together. All right, so this is the dot plot. The nice thing about a dot plot is it gives you a good sense of what the spread of the data looks like. We're going to talk a lot more about spread and variation coming up soon, but this is something that we're going to come back to at a later date. All right, so that's a dot plot.